On today's menu, the Taylor AD17e Blacktop. Hey, James G here with Tarpley Music in Fort Worth, Texas. Remember, you can always find us online at tarpleymusic.com, and please do us a huge favor, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. So this is the Taylor AD17e Blacktop, because the top is black. Good, right? The AD is the American Dream, so this is a Taylor's American Dream series. And if you know a lot about Taylor guitars, or if you don't, Bob Taylor spends a lot of his time now going and looking for source of woods for years and years to come. He really wants to make sure that there's plenty of materials, and a lot of the real traditional tonal woods are, kind of running down in supply. So he spends a lot of time testing and finding woods that there's an abundance of. And so this particular model has a few of those woods. First of all, it's walnut back and sides. It's a beautiful walnut, and this is a two-piece back here. And it's got a really nice kind of a round sound to it. It does have some nice mids and some sharp highs, kind of like mahogany does to me. And then this is a mahogany neck, so it's a very standard tonal wood for the neck. The Sitka spruce top, just painted a nice satin flat black, which to me just makes the walnut really, really pop with that black top like that. So it's really just kind of a cool cosmetic thing. And it's probably a really good piece of spruce, but maybe just not aesthetically the best, so you give it a nice, so that way they're not wasting any tone woods like that. So the fretboard is actually eucalyptus. And so it's kind of a new wood that he's been using. And so a lot of people saying, well, eucalyptus wood has got this problem and this problem, but there's actually a lot of different eucalyptus species. And so the particular one that he's been getting and using, it darkens and feels and kind of has a lot of the tone that rosewood does, so it's really pretty close. And the other thing is that there's an abundance of it, so he's just using those other more tone woods that are being discovered, which is great to me. Yeah, let's have a more arsenal of finding some different species that work really, really well. And so it does. So it's really great feeling fretboard. It's just 20 frets here. This is a micarta saddle, which next to bone is about the best material you can get. The good thing about micarta as opposed to bone is it's actually a lot easier to file. So filing down and getting setups done can be a little bit better on micarta, and it's extremely durable. A black tusk nut, so holds firmly. Very there when this thing is shaped, it's good to go. It's a 25.5 scale length, so very standard. And the body is actually, they refer to it as a Grand Pacific, but really what it is just a rounded shouldered dreadnought, or roll-off dreadnought, whatever you refer to it as. So it's still good full body size here. And of course, this has the Andy Powers patented V-class bracing. And so for longest time, the X bracing for the top was so standard. Well, the V bracing has allowed little bit less wood to actually be on the top, so the top is moving a whole lot more. And the reason it's just as stable as the X bracing, the reason is because it goes right down here in the middle. And so all the higher end and a lot of his guitars now, the Taylors are coming out with that V-class bracing, and it's revolutionary for a reason. So a lot more breathing room here, so you get a lot more volume out of here. And of course, this has the ES2 expression system, so you've got your three different sensors that it's messing with. So essentially what you got is you got a tone knob with gain and cut, and then bass, pre and cut, and then an overall volume in there. So once you feel that little notch in there, you're right in the middle. That's a flat EQ. And then the notch on the volume is basically 50%. So we're going to hear this direct, and we're going to mic it a couple of different ways so you can hear this really unique walnut-sounding guitar. So how we have the guitar going in now is just going right into a DI box direct into the interface. So this is a flat EQ, guitar just going right into the interface signal. So the first way we have it mic'd up is just with a really good dynamic mic. This is a Sennheiser E906. just kind of putting it towards the 12th fret, just a mic by itself. Dynamic mics are really good for heavy strumming and percussive strumming, especially with guitar has a more focused sound like this. So I think you'll like it. So now we're going to add that direct signal back in, so you're going to get a combination of the dynamic mic as well as direct. So now we're miking with a large diaphragm condenser. This is a really common recording mic, especially for studios and at home where you might just have one microphone. You need it for vocals and acoustics and things like this. This is the AKG C214. This is a great mic for both of those. So now we're going to add that direct signal back in, so you're going to hear the large diaphragm condenser with the direct signal. All right, so we've heard it on its own. Now we want to hear it as a rhythm guitar with some backing tracks. All right, so hit it, boys. So overall, my impression with the Taylor AD17e Blacktop, I really love this walnut sound. And, you know, even good mics and direct signals and stuff in recordings, as good as they might be, is something about sitting here and playing it and actually feeling the guitar in your hands and hearing it. That it just, to me, it sounds really warm and kind of ovally. It's not too high or low dynamic contrast, so it sounds really, really focused, and it plays really, really focused. I think this fretboard feels great. I think it's got good sustain on it. I think this is probably going to be a lot more of this eucalyptus used for fretboards in the future, which I really, really like. The back of this neck feels really, really good. It's just a great playing guitar. This is a really cool series. I'm really excited to see what goes on with this series. And it's just so durable. I feel a lot of sustain. I think a lot of it has to do with the micarta and the black tusk combination of the nut and saddle. But it's really a really comfortable body. So you get that full dreadnought body. It's just a touch thinner here, but these rounded shoulders really make it a lot more comfortable. And even without having a cutaway, I feel really comfortable up here in the 12th and 14th fret. So if you get a chance, come down to Tarpley and check out these style of body. We got a lot of Taylors here. This particular one, like I said, when you sit down and play it for yourself, it just sounds really nice and full and focused to me. So I really hope you got interested in this guitar and you liked this video. If you did, please hit like below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And if you would like to know as we drop more videos, which we do weekly, just turn on notifications and we'll see you on the next one.